So this exercise, we're going to focus on your tibia, so your shin bone, specifically where it attaches at the top of the knee to get some knee rotation. So bringing the weight onto the heel, we're going to rotate the shin bone out and rotate the shin bone in. Okay, so this is going to internally rotate the shin bone as the toe goes toward the midline, and externally rotate the shin bone as the foot goes away from the body. Okay, this is going to create rotation in the knee. We just want to hug the leg into the chest. Okay, so you can place your top hand on the knee to keep the knee, upper part of the knee still. The other leg is just kind of out to the side, relaxed wherever you feel comfortable. If you feel like you need to elevate your hips, you can, if that's uncomfortable sitting where you are. But we just want to try and just work through some rotations through those shin bones and getting that knee to rotate internally and externally.
Knee flexion and extension control. So for this exercise, we're going to look to combine some of the positions that you'll find from gait with the rotation in the knee with the flexion and extension of the knee. So we want to take your hip out of the equation. So we're going to start by pulling the knee as close to your chest as you can and lifting that foot off the floor. So this is an open chain exercise. We're going to look to open the foot and rotate your shin away from your belly button. I want to extend my leg as high as I can in the air. I want to feel some tension through the back of my leg here. And from there, I'm going to rotate my shin in towards me and then lower back down. Rotate my shin out, extend as high as I can, turn the shin in and lower back down into that deep flexion. Rotate out, show you one more, into extension as high as you can. Rotate and control back down. We're going to feel all the tissues in behind the leg. We may also feel something through the shin and through the medial side of the foot. Repeat for 5 to 10 repetitions each leg.
So setting up in a B stance position, heel to heel, turn that back foot out. We want to get our center of mass over that front foot, so our nose and belly button are over our big toe. Bending the knee over and towards the big toe. We want to reach the opposite hand across the body so we get rotation one way with the pelvis and the opposite way with the ribs. From there, we want to try and put as much weight in that front foot as we can. So we can have the big toe on the floor on the back foot, or we can completely lift that foot off the floor for balance. We want to imagine that we're trying to spread through the front of the foot here, and you should feel your Achilles and your quad working. You also may feel your glute kicking in as time goes on. So from the side, same thing. Just set that B stance up, get your weight over the front foot, and as you can see, the ear is over the shoulder is over the hip, and the hip is over the foot. So we have a fully loaded front leg.
So it's really important that we get the setup right. When we start this movement, I like to just stand on one leg. That'll naturally shift my center of mass over that foot and just place my big toe down on the ground for balance. Okay. From the side, when we stand on one leg, we want to make sure that our pelvis is on top of our foot. It's not behind. Okay, that will be really important for this movement. When we start in that stacked position, we want to bend the knee. And then in that position there, we want to try and keep the height in the pelvis. So we're not going to squat down on this. We're going to make it a slouch. So we're going to tuck the chin. We're going to round, keeping this knee forward. I'll move this one back so you can see better. Keeping this knee forward. We're going to slouch down, keeping pressure through the front of our foot. Once you can touch the floor, we'll feel where you can go as far as you can. We're going to press through the front of the foot and bring the hip back over the foot. That's really important, that the hip starts on top of the foot, and then as we travel forward, we don't lose any knee position. The knee is going to stay in the same position the entire time. So you're using the calf and the glute together. The soleus and your glute max are going to kick in as we go through this position. So again, slouching, nice and relaxed. Let all the tension go through the spine. We can pause at the bottom and build some pressure through the front of the foot, and then press through the foot to bring the pelvis over the foot again. Okay, start position is really important on that, and we want to feel those deep tissues in the calf.